I guess what made the program was people like Coach Mila and Coach McLaren and Coach Hobby. We actually met McLaren when we were in a trailer before the school was actually built. We all went together and met him for the first time, and it's funny because when you meet him for the first time, he's a little intimidating, but really deep down, he's like a big teddy bear. Javi is probably one of the happiest people you'll ever meet in your entire life. He smiles all the time. He is like the most positive role model you can possibly imagine. But my memory of Javi was we were in the quarterfinals of state, and I had just gotten a yellow card. I was bawling, and I just remember Javi coming to me. He was like, "Megan, the game's not over. Like, forget about the yellow card. Go out there and make a difference. You can do this." And like, I went into that game. When I went back in, I just remembered everything that Javi had said to me, and we went back in, and I believe I scored a goal, and then Grace scored a goal to tie the game up, and we went to overtime, and we won in overtime.
Okay, so I remember the first time we met Coach Mila. We were all down on the soccer field. I think we had just warmed up, and we see Coach Mila walking down those steps, almost like a grand entrance, and he's in a suit. And we're all like, who is this guy? And he just became another awesome coach for us. Somebody who had a lot of knowledge of the game, and
who recently had played too, so we could relate to him. He knew a lot about the game. He had just played, so he had kind of had that player's mindset, which I think added a lot to our success.
Well, we entered our freshman year as a group of 6 club soccer players that were great friends, and who decided to come to JPII together and build our soccer program.
So our sophomore year, we had, I'm thinking maybe like 15 players on the roster. We had literally no subs, but maybe 2 subs our sophomore year, which means we were playing, every single minute of every single game, and we had only been a program for 1 year, and we, Coach McLaren talked a lot about the David and Goliath story. We were the younger team, we didn't have a full roster, and we went into every game kind of as the underdog. And so going to the state championship, even though we didn't win it and we only lost 1-0 to a Baylor who's a powerhouse in soccer, it was kind of one of those stories that you don't hear much about. And even though we didn't win it that year, it was kind of like we felt like we could overcome anything as a team.
They had the passion, the power, and they remind me very much about Visigoths. I always think of the Roman Empire, but this is the type of group that could smash anything in their way. They did it in a sense with a zeal, a sort of panache, a power, and at times in some ways it was a little scary to actually witness it.
We were kind of plagued with injuries our junior year. I tore my ACL, Britta, she broke her ankle, and we were just down some players, and we still made it to the semifinals, which was awesome for having, limited players. I don't know, did you?
Yeah, we were bummed because we thought that was our year after going to the finals our sophomore year, and we had a few more players who filled the roster and who were great additions, but we were brokenhearted when we, of course, didn't make it to the finals again our junior year.
Which is why we came back our senior year with kind of like an agenda. We are going to win this year.
Exactly.
And the beauty of the moment is that we were going to play at Baylor again. And what I understood in a sense is that Baylor had gone almost 7 times to the finals. They were invincible. But the belief what I had in these girls was that in the way they sort of looked at this, the way they focused on what needed to happen for the future, they wanted it with such passion. In some ways, some of them didn't sleep even the night before. I remember even going on the bus to the game, there was a beautiful tension that just told me we were going to be all right.
This was definitely a rematch that we didn't get our junior year, that we wanted so badly. We came out so strong. We knew that we were going to win that game, every minute of that game. And so we were up 3-0 in the first half. And from then on, we just...
And then Grace scored 2 more goals up top. She's like the fastest female in the state at the time. She's so fast. And after that, we just dominated the entire game. It was really, we played one of the best games we've ever played, that state finals.
So at the end of the game, when they were leaping all over, I was in some surreal moment. I didn't quite know where I was. People were leaping and jumping on me. But someone put a Viking helmet on my head. And that was actually, it made me realize that, you know what? Maybe those things I've been telling, they really were listening. Maybe they were getting that odd historical moment.
You just like hugged it out, and I was just like crying, so excited. This is what we've been working for like 4 years. It was amazing.
In the end, what I saw is a group of girls that went through life, in a sense, was difficult. It wasn't always easy. I'm not saying at times they were always the best friends, but in the end, what they understood was the power of unity. And they understood that the most important thing in the world is they stood up for each other.
I mean, when you have that type of bond, it definitely transitions over onto the soccer field, and you just have a trust for your teammates that you can't make that happen. That just naturally happens, and our team had so much trust for each other on the field, and that's why we were successful our senior year.
Our soccer experience and our senior year would not have been the same without the support and knowledge of the game and love from all of our soccer coaches, including Coach McLaren, Coach Mila, and Coach Hobby. They each brought something different to the game and to our team, and were a reason that we were such a family and had that culture while at JPII.
Coach McLaren, all I can say about you is you were like my second father on the soccer field. You had taught me so much about life, not just about soccer, about how to get through the trials that everyday life can bring. I honestly don't think I could have made it through JPII the 4 years without your guidance, without your support, without all the things that you taught me in those 4 years. Yes, you drive me absolutely crazy a lot of the times, but I absolutely love you as a person, as a coach, as a friend, and thank you so much for all you've done, and you deserve to be honored. You deserve to be a part of this celebration, because without you, we would not have made it to the state championship game, and we would not have won.
So this shout out goes to Coach McLaren, who was just an amazing high school soccer coach. You're the reason that I even found out about Rhodes College and decided to apply, and ended up playing soccer in college, which was an unforgettable experience, and I owe a lot of what I knew from soccer and from life and developing as a person from you. So thank you for just helping us have the most amazing high school soccer experience, and just always being a resource, not just in soccer, but in life in general. We love you.
So many happy memories of watching them play. I remember very poignantly losing, I thought fairly unfairly, the state championship final the year previous to the time you won it, and how resiliently and how well you stuck together and stuck at your task and won it the next year. You inspired something at JPII. You put the school on the map. We were very, very young. We did not have any sporting tradition at that time, and you were the first group that really set a course for us and set a standard, and a standard which I'm sure people still look up to in the school. So thank you for everything that you did. I remember Megan Forrester scoring with her left foot against Harpeth Hall. It feels like it was yesterday. Congratulations. Enjoy.
I remember when Scott Shaver came to interview for a teaching job. He was as concerned about what I would think about his qualifications for the classroom as he was what Jeff Brothers might think of him on the football field. And Scott has proven himself the consummate teacher.
His love for history is it's obvious, in the way he talks about certain events, and you can definitely, feel his passion, and it definitely interests me to learn more about a lot of things that he was teaching.
I think one trait or one word, if you would describe Scott Shaver, is passionate. He's passionate in what he does. He's not capable of doing things halfway. He does them all out. He does everything to the best of his ability, and if he's going to commit to something, that's what you're going to get.
I also went out for high jump, and he was my coach. And so since we didn't have a high jump hits, we used to go to TSU or Vanderbilt on the weekends and practice there. Through the hard work and through his efforts, my last year we won the state championship together. So it's probably my favorite memory of Coach Shaver in terms of my time at JPII.
I think as a high school coach, you have to look much deeper than just developing your athlete. From an athletic standpoint, you have to look at them as an entire student athlete, spiritually, academically, and athletically. And I think Scott really embodies that and personifies what a high school coach really should be. And as a teacher, he's somebody that loves the classroom just as equal as he loves being on the field. And I think that's imperative. It's imperative that kids see that he is vested in their lives, that he's vested in their lives at a much deeper level than just sports or academics. He's vested in them as a total person, and I think that really is what makes him so special and what makes him such an attribute to JPII.
The connection that he's made that has earned him his Harvest Award recognitions over the years is clear to see if you stand in the hall and watch him in action. He's calling students by name. They feel known by him. He can kid around with them about the game they played last night, about the activity they're involved in, about some extracurricular that they're enjoying, and it shows that he knows who they are, he keeps up with them, he's interested in them. I know students feel that he can give them the hard talks when they need it, and they often go to him for advice. He is that kind of mentor that kids will remember and carry with them the rest of their lives.
I know I can give him a call anytime I need him, and that's something that I definitely admire about him is his availability towards his former students. And I know if I ever needed something like that, I know he's always there. And so him having the commitment, not just the 4 years while I was there, but life.
We live by 4 core values in our football program. They're love your brother, attention to detail, pride and no regrets. And I think it's important to have coaches that really embody and live by that as an example for our kids. That's what makes such an excellent role model for kids, is the fact that he's kind of that Renaissance image of both a teacher and a coach.
Hey everyone at JPII, Edward Fagan's junior class of 2007. Congratulations, Coach Shaver, on your milestone and your achievements. I personally want to thank you for the man you've been in my life. Always been a quick reference for advice, hard lessons, and the occasional laugh when I talk to you on the phone and when I see you out. Again, congratulations on your milestone. Keep on doing God's work. See you later. Roll Tide, buddy.
Hey Coach, just wanted to take a minute to first say congratulations. You've taught me so much throughout the years, whether it was in the classroom, on the football field, or just with life in general. I remember walking into your class freshman year, and you always, were greeting everyone, and we're always in a good mood. I wasn't sure if that was the coffee that you always were drinking, or if that was just you. Come to find out, that's just how you are. In the same transition to the football field, you might have been the first one to get onto us when we made a mistake, but you're also the first one to come up to us on the sideline and tell us how great of a job we did, and just you were always there for us. From freshman year all the way up until now. You go above and beyond everything that you've done as a teacher and just as a coach, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Hi Coach Shaver, Annabelle here. I just wanted to say congratulations on being honored at the JPII Nights Gala. Miss Celeste asked me to do a video for you and told me that I might be the only girl presenting a video for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am extremely excited for you. You deserve it. Tell the boys that I miss them, give them a big hug for me, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much for all that you have done for me. Again, you deserve this more than anyone, and I get to say for once that I am proud of you. Have a good night.
Congratulations, brother, on a great honor. I can't think of any other person that is more deserving, somebody that's loyal, kind, and committed to the mission of JPII like you. You truly deserve it. Congratulations.
I just want to say congratulations to you, Coach Shaver, on all your achievements. I remember the first day when you first came to JP2, and it's hard to believe it's been 10 years, but congratulations on this fantastic honor. I hope to see 10 more years from you. Best wishes.
He's fun, he loves us, so will never let us go. He likes us more than anyone except for his wife. I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. Bye.
I have 3 big boys, and then came along Jeannie, our 4th child, who had Down syndrome. And when it came time for high school, we wanted her to have the opportunity to have a Catholic education. I was advised there could be an opportunity at JP2. So we made an appointment, my wife and I, with Hans, the new headmaster at JP2, and asked for a program. And my wife spearheaded it and very strongly said that we want our daughter to have an opportunity for a Catholic education in high school. And Hans initially said, it's not a good time, and I think the statement of my wife was, it's never a good time, and it's not a good time for me, but we wish you would consider this. So Hans made the decision on the spot, sight unseen for Jeannie, had not seen Jeannie, and said, we'll do it.
There was a proposal put forth by Molly and Bill Gavigan to establish what today we know of as the Hand in Hand program. The adoption of the program passed unanimously without a dry eye on the committee.
And the program developed. Molly went and picked Adrian Parks, a raw grad student right out of the special ed program at Vanderbilt. And she came aboard, and then the Vanderbilt staff at the Kennedy Center sent professors over to speak to the teachers here at JP2 and had sessions with the students and helped create a program of best buddies, or students without disabilities helping with the day-to-day mechanics of the children. So 3 came in, 3 with Down syndrome. My wife thought that these were the 3 key people that would make this program work. And it was Jeannie and Rachel Putnam and Will McMillan. And the 3 of them were quite a trio, and it was wonderful.
Who were some of your friends that you went to JP2 with?
Jeff.
Jeff?
He's my buddy.
Oh, he was your buddy?
Yes, the grass.
What did you guys do together?
We just study, to play.
Part of what makes Hand in Hand unique is that all our families, regardless of their students' ability, can receive a Catholic education. And that's what makes Hand in Hand so vibrant at JP2, and what makes the expansion of Hand in Hand so important is that now our families who have students with disabilities, be it learning disabilities, intellectual disabilities, developmental disabilities, can go to school hand in hand with their siblings. They can ride the bus, they can go to eat in the same cafeteria, they can have the same parent nights.
It's been a life changer for us.
We've pulled together this fantastic group of people that we're honoring tonight, the Knights of the Round Table, and we're looking at ways to expand our program to best support our families. We're looking to expand hand in hand at JP2 to 2 students per grade level, so we would have a total of 8 students. We're looking at the Diocese of Nashville at their K-8 programs to see where we can plug in and help support schools and their learners and begin hand-in-hand programs at different K-8 schools. And we're looking at nationwide at a consortium of Catholic schools to support special education so that schools and dioceses who are interested in replicating what we've been doing with Hand in Hand would have support and opportunities for learning and training. We've also been working with Next Steps at Vanderbilt, and that is an opportunity for our graduates at JP2 to continue on to a post-secondary education so they too can go to college.
Go Knights!